Hello and welcome to another one of my videos, and today's video is going to be more a blog than anything. I said I would update everyone on the deal I was currently concluding. That has been concluded, and I just wanted to give kind of an overview of what happened. And I think it's a story that some people can appreciate. Some people will probably find it inspiring. Some people will be like, "You're full of shit, Sean. What are you talking about?" Yeah, no. I fully expect that to happen because it's such an incredulous story that, for me anyway, that it's worthy of sharing. I will be doing the giveaway. I'm going to be working on the giveaway today, and let's get that done. I didn't realise I let 10 days pass since the end of the giveaway. I've just been a super busy person. So if you do like my content, support me now, you can do that by liking, commenting and subscribing. So in front of you here is a 2002 Sovereign. You've seen many of these on my channel of late, and this is where the story of the biggest deal of my career comes in. So I put up a video of some 2002s and some 2012 Sovereigns, and then I put up another video because I burnt through the initial lot I had, and they were meant to go in my reserve. I had a hunch feeling that these were prime for appreciation and value, and I still feel that. I still think they're undervalued in certain areas. I do think they can be a £400 coin, a £450 coin. Some people are going to say, yeah, but Sean, like your mindset's a bit off on this. I'm thinking in the future. These are the type of coin that I would stack rather than your traditional sovereigns, because for the price I get them in, actually for the price you can buy them at, I think they're a prime play for stacking. But yeah, so I get these coins in, and a gentleman messages me. I don't know the guy. He just messages me out of the blue. He's a director of a company, and I won't be naming any names in this, by the way. I'll just tell you the story. And he says, Sultan I know is looking for between 60 to 100 of the 2002s and 2012 Sovereigns. Can you supply it? I was saying along those lines. It's been a bit of a whirl, and I was like, okay, I can supply it, but okay, who's your contact? And he's like, give me your number, I'll pass your number on and you can speak to him. And the contact phones me, and I'm like, he tells me his name. Bear in mind, I'm not a morning person, so the contact wakes me up, and I'm like, hey, it's Sean, like, how can I help? He's like, I'm after XYZ, I'm paying XYZ. Can you do it? And I said, yeah, I can. I can do that trade. However, so we both know the score, I trade from my bedroom. I have been trading from my bedroom. I'm not a big trader. This is a huge deal for me. It's going to have to be done over several transactions. I'm going to have to run stock from one part of London to the other part of London. Are you okay with this? And he said, yeah, as long as the stock's good, it's not a problem. So I said to him, I'll phone the supplier. Let me get a confirmation on the numbers, and I'll phone you back. And I got straight off the phone, spoke to the supplier, and I said to the supplier, I was like, here's the situation. I'll buy everything you've got, but I need to do it over several transactions. And the supplier's like, as long as you pay for it, I don't care, pretty much. So yeah, I went into London to set this deal up. I'm kind of worried because if this deal goes south, it would have been quite painful for me, in the sense that, not in the sense that I would have lost money, but in the sense that I would have lost face. And this is a game of reputation more than anything. Your word is your bond in this game. I didn't want to lose face with the buyer, and I didn't want to lose face with the supplier. I essentially set up so I was middleman. So I've gone into London and I've put down. I had some 2012s in stock. I knew they were good. But I went in and I bought the first batch of 2012s, for the buyer. And I went over, and it was so easy. They were just like, yep, there's your money. We pay for, I think it was 35 and then 40. It might have been 35, 30 and 10. There's your money. Don't worry about it. Next batch. And then I'm like, that was an easy trade. Let's run back to the other side of London, pick this stock up and take it back over. So I did that. I did two trips, and I went back for a third one, and I was owed 10 of the 2012s. And I tried to transfer money, and they blocked my card, or they blocked transfers. It's like you can only transfer £20,000 in a day. And I'm thinking, this is the biggest deal of your life, and you've walked into this deal. You didn't even set it up. You've just been the right person in the right place at the right time. And you've now got to tell both the supplier and the buyer, you can't pay for it. You can't deliver the goods. And I'm thinking, oh, you absolute amateur. What have you done? But yeah, I spoke to the supplier. I said, look, I'm really sorry. I can't pay you. There's a block on my account. He was okay with it. I spoke to the buyer, and the buyer was like, yeah, that's fine. I said, I'm really sorry. I know you're used to doing things in one transaction. This type of transaction to yourself is nothing, you know. This is the biggest transaction I've done in my life. And I just said, look, as much as I make a living doing this, I'm still learning my craft. I'm still very much trying to get to the level where I'm not worrying about cash flow or stock, and I've got consistent supply lines. And they were fine with it. So I had to wait until yesterday. It took a week for reasons I won't get into. The supplier couldn't supply the stock for a week. He had the stock, something happened in his private life, but it's no one else's business. And the price is dropping, and I'm stressed. I'm really stressed, and I'm thinking, I'm still thinking I've got 75 Shield Sovereigns to deliver, but there was nothing in writing. I should have put it in writing. It was just a verbal agreement, which very much is the case for most of these trades. And yeah, the price is dropping and dropping and dropping, and I'm thinking, if they go back on this deal, I'm in a lot of trouble here. So I'm sweating it out. I went for like a 3-hour walk the night before the deal, so on Monday night. I got the stock in, went straight to my supplier, got the stock, went straight to the buyer, and he's like, yeah, no problem, like, we're taking. And there's just a sense of relief after they took the first batch, because I genuinely wasn't sure. I didn't really cover myself, which I should have done. But yeah, there is a cherry on the top. I will get to the final part of the story. The second run, I actually said to the buyer, I said, I can't sell you 2 of these coins. And the reason being is I sold them 2 of the 2002s at the start, because I was trying to get the cash flow. I wanted to do as few trips as possible. And I said, that they are customers, is that okay? And they were like, yeah, that's fine, don't worry about it. So I picked 2 coins out. I just picked up 2 coins. And one of the coins was this. Okay, it's seen better days. But hey, it's still a proof. And I got more of a buzz out of picking this one out than I did about the actual deal. You could tell I'm a coin collector at heart. But that deal, it was over 50,000. I won't get into the specifics of what was paid and what I made, but I've made more money this month than I did last month, and last month was a record month for me. So it's been crazy. But these types of deals, as much as they're nice, there's a lot of stress involved, or there was for me anyway. But it just gives me that extra firepower to go out and really trade like a professional dealer. At the moment, I still struggle with cash flow. Even though I had the cash injection from the bounce back loan, I still struggle. Like I kind of sorted strategically. I looked at it and I sorted out the big ticket item problem, which is where I wanted to, or where I thought I could really make the mark. They're the type of items that I buy in. I might sit on them for 6, 7, 8 weeks, but when they sell, they really make an impact on my bottom line. However, trying to sort out the bread and butter side of things is still an issue. But every time I have a month like this, it means it kind of resolves that bit by bit. I had my stamp suppliers got in touch with me, so that will, again, it's going to give me lots of excess capital to really trade. So yeah, that's how I kind of fell into the deal of my life. To date, £50,000 to some people is a lot of money. £50,000 to some people is nothing. And yeah, it was kind of cool rubbing shoulders with the big guys, but I kind of know I'm a long way away from being there myself as a trader. It does have slight issues. Oh, of course, it's a loose proof, but it's okay. It's, I will get to a point where I don't really worry about these things. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, to support me by now. You can do it by liking, commenting and subscribing, and I hope you have a wonderful day.